All right, thank you so much. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. I'm Alvin Abrar, your SAA, Sergeant at Arms. I will read the rules to make us follow this tonight session very smoothly. First, be on time. Room is open 30 minutes before the meeting starts. Let's follow the time given in the agenda that will be shared later. Second, please identify yourself properly. You can use this format for visiting Toastmasters. Use VTM strip your name, strip club. For example, VTM strip Abdul strip NYC. For guests, please use G strip your name. For example, G strip city. And third, please turn on your camera. Make sure your face is within the video frame. So please turn on your camera because this is the session for turn on the camera. And number 4, please keep your microphone on mute. Mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it is your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone because if not, we cannot hear you. And last but not least, be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. Use the chat box to leave any feedbacks or encouragements to the speakers. With that, I will give the control to our President Toastmaster Andika Sumarsono. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes.
All right. So, happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club, where we support or provide environment that is appreciative, warm, energetic, and experienced. It's called awe. So SCBD Toastmasters Club is a part of Toastmasters International. It's a non-profit organization which has been established since 1924 and focuses on two things, public speaking and leadership. We are here in 144 countries, including Indonesia, and we have 14,700 plus clubs, and there are 280,000 members around the world. Now, let's find out with SCBD Toastmasters Club. It has been established in 2005, and our missions is to provide guidance in achieving education progress. We provide mentoring program that is member-centric, and also we have a warm club environment. If we are a member of Toastmasters, we will have a learning experience 5 level. First is the mastering fundamentals, learning your style, increasing knowledge, building skills, and also demonstrating expertise. And as an executive members, we monitor members' progress here from level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And some of our members have even completed multiple pathways. And at this moment, we would like to congratulate Toastmaster, hold on, Adrian Eka Febrianto for completing level 2.
Yay!
Give round of applause. Congratulations, Toastmaster.
Congrats, Adrian.
Yes, and also we want to congratulate Toastmaster Vicky because he completes his level 5 of dynamic leadership. Not only that, we have mentoring pairs here. By the way, am I audible and visible?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, we have mentoring pairs where we want to have our junior member or the new members to sail their development journey very well. And we have senior members to help them with that. And then, please join us every Friday starting from 6:55 p.m. On the first and the fourth week, we have hybrid meeting. And the second and the third week, we have full online meeting like this. If you are interested in joining our hybrid meeting, you can come to the Perpustakaan Kementerian Pendidikan Kebudayaan Riset dan Teknologi Republik Indonesia, Jenderal Sudirman, Jakarta. With the power of my Tumblr, I open this meeting And please welcome our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Raki.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. President. Welcome back to our weekly meeting. Yes, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters meeting. Tonight we will have 6 speakers. This is the longest, I guess, since not what is it to say? Since not a speakathon, but this is the longest. We have 6 speakers for tonight. So basically, in Toastmasters, especially in SCBD Toastmasters, we will divide it our part. We will divide it our event into the 3 parts, which is first is about prepared speech. It's dedicated for our members to deliver their speech, their prepared speech. So every members have to deliver their speech. And then the second is about the table topic section. It's dedicated for our guests and also members to develop their impromptu speech. From 1 until 2 minutes will be led by our table topic masters. And also the last is the part of our meeting, which is the part of our learning lesson, which is the evaluation session, will be led by our general evaluator. Of course, tonight I will not be alone because I just accompanied by my lovely general evaluator. And before that, let's welcome our general evaluator to introduce herself and also her team to the audience. So, Toastmaster Rahman, our GE, the screen is yours.
Thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Shaki. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. Happy morning. My name is Nia, and I am serving as your General Evaluator. As General Evaluator, I will evaluate the whole session in general from the first and up until the end of the session. So I will report by the end of the session in this evaluation session today. And I am not alone as the general evaluator. I have team members here, and I have timer, and WO counter, grammarian, and ballot counter to help me giving the report in the evaluation session. And first, I will call our timer, Toastmaster Arif from UI Toastmasters Club, to explain his role as timer. Toastmaster Arif, the screen is yours.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm happy to be with you again in this SCBD Toastmaster online meeting. Today I became your timer, and while you deliver your speech, we have rules. While you deliver your prepared speech, I will show my background become yellow at 5, and I will pause my background for yellow for 5 minutes earlier and become yellow in the 5 minutes and become red in 6 up to 6:30 seconds. And for regular prepared speech, I will deliver green background for 5 minutes earlier, and then change become yellow in the 6 minutes, and after 7:30 minutes, it will be yellow. Please don't forget to consider your time while deliver your speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Nia.
Thank you, our timer, Toastmaster Arif. So everyone who speak during this meeting, please watch our timer because he will give the signals to you to show whenever you need to stop or you have enough time to talk. And then after the timer giving the report, it will count it again, the voting by the ballot counter. So Toastmaster Gusti will explain more about ballot counter role. Toastmaster Gusti, the screen is yours.
Yes, hello everyone, betul ya. So, good evening everyone. I'm Gusti. I am your ballot counter. So basically, I'm going to collect the vote for the sessions such paper speech, table topics, and evaluation, and I'll report at the end of the session. So, back to you. GA, sepertinya.
Right. Thank you, everyone. So please, if Toastmaster Gusti giving the polls to vote, please vote for the best speaker, as you might think it is the best for you, and encourage the speakers to give their best. And we will see the result after the session and after the evaluation session end. So that is the ballot counter roll. Next, we have Grammarian. She is Toastmaster Luna, and Toastmaster Luna will explain her role as Grammarian. Toastmaster Luna, the screen is yours.
Hi, happy morning, everyone. My name is Donna, and tonight I'll be your grammarian. So, my task is to know two things. First is your good use of, your great sentences that I could quote and become inspirations to all of you. And second are incorrect uses of the English language so that we can learn from them better. So, my report will be at the end with everyone else. Thank you. Back to you, Gerald Evaluator.
All right, thank you, our grammarian. So everyone, please pay attention to your grammar, but it's only for a gentle reminder for you. And the next is our and WOD counter. It is Toastmaster Sanjung from Essential Toastmaster. Please, Toastmaster Sanjung, introduce your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia, as Madam General Evaluator. Happy morning, my dearest fellow Toastmaster. I have privilege today in SCBD Toastmaster Club as and word of the day counter. In learning process, of course, it's common condition that we say filler words such as when we deliver our speech. And my task is to write down how often every speaker say the filler word. However, don't be desperate about that because the counter is just as our evaluation is not to disparate all of us, but as our evaluation letter for our next performance. And please say the word of the day for today, flip, as many as in your speech, flip, and please say what flip in your speech. And I will back to deliver my report at the end of the meeting. And I will give control back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Nia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung, for introducing your role as NWOD counter. So just try to speak up and we will have some improvement later and we will help you in the general evaluator report. So everyone, please enjoy the meeting and I will give back the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Rishaki.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahmania. Good luck for your job tonight and your team. And let's move on to the first page. Why I said page? Because our theme tonight is books are the window of the world. So let's move on to our first page on this meeting. I will call our first speaker, which is Toastmaster Raya. Toastmaster Raya will be deliver her icebreaker speech. But before that, I will call her evaluator, which is Toastmaster Genison. Is Toastmaster Genison here? I can see Toastmaster Genison here, so what should we do? Or maybe just waiting to Toastmaster Genison come. I will start our first speaker, which with Toastmaster Dedeh. Toastmaster Dedeh will deliver her speech, but before that, I will call her evaluator, which is Toastmaster Apri. So Toastmaster Apri, please bring the chips.
Okay, thank you, and hello everyone. And tonight I will evaluate Toastmaster Dedeh, and tonight he will deliver introduction to vocal variety and body language project. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety and body language to enhance a speech. So please welcome Toastmaster Dedeh with a speech title, You Are What You Think. You are what you think, Toastmaster Dedeh.
Is my audio audible?
Yes,
Yep.
your audio is okay.
Yes.
What you are is you are what you think. Think about the crabs in the bucket for a moment. They sometimes pull each other down. It's happened with people too. Where do you think you are going? Oh no, you will not get out. If we can get out, no one can. If we can success, you also can't. It's now as crab mentality. And it might keep us from achieving our goals. And then back then, when I was a teenager, I really want to speak fluent in English because in my image, the successful man is the man who can speak English better. The problem is, in my big family, there is no one who can speak English. So the one who I can asking help is my teacher. When I was in high school, ring, ring, well, in the English class, with a great courage, I raised my hand and asked him a question. Pardon, Mr. Evan, I really want to speak English. Where I do have to start? How can I become too fluent in English? Well, in my daily conversations, I always use Sundanese at all. Not English anymore. From Ayanon pa, how I come to switch to what's going on, sir? Oh, Dedeh, it's a good question. So the first, you have to use and consume a lot of English movie. But when I have to watch it, sir, in my family, we always watching television SCTV. There is a lot of cinetron, not an English movie. Ha ha ha! You can move your channel to Global TV, not SCTV. You can find a lot of movie there. Okay, Mr. Iwan, thank you so much for your advice. I will watch the movie this night. And then, after getting advice from my teacher, I'm waiting the movie in Global TV from the day. So I keep attention the movie and I start to focus to watching the movie. Do I understand? Not really. I just read the subtitle in the movie and suddenly my mother called me up. Dedeh, what are you watching for? Mama, I'm in a study in English, so I watch this movie. But Mama don't understand what is the movie talking about. Please switch to SCTV. Mama want to watch the cinetron Cinta Fitri. Mama want to see the Farel and Siren. Mama, I don't want the Sinetron. I have to watch the English movie. Dedeh, if you want to learn, please go to bedroom and read a book. Not watch this movie. Mama don't understand. It's better to switch to Sinetron. If you don't follow my rule, Mama will not give you pocket for tomorrow. Okay, Ma, I will switch it. Then I switched the channel in my television. At the moment, I'm very disappointed to my parents. I don't know if it is a crab mentality or not, but I feel down. My mentality is down, but I still love my mom and my family. And then when I was grow to the adults, I'm working in the Sudirman area, and I realized that for everyone who work in Jakarta has to fluent in English. So I do enjoy a Toastmaster. But then I have the crab mentality from my coworkers. While the working hours over, my coworkers ask me, Dedeh, come on, let's hang out. We will go to karaoke. We will go to dinner in the cafe, coffee, and something like that. You have to join with us. No, I'm sorry. I have an appointment with Toastmaster. I have to learn English because I want to more get better. It's no need lah. You have to go with us. Let's healing. Don't study anymore. But I'm sorry, I have to go to Toastmaster. If you want to join hangout, please. But I cannot. So because I have a good, strong motivation to good fluent English, I'm not join with them, but I focus to my goal. So with that condition, I realized that for everyone want to focus in their goal, there will be less distraction from others. And some point of this story, I create the decision that for we have to get better is build confidence. So when you believe in yourself, the opinion of others will be nothing from you. And then please surround yourself with the people with a good and positive vibes, because if we have a good friends with them, it will be make our goals to be achieved and to be achieved. It's all from me, because you are what you think, not what they think. Begin to think big and move forward. Thank you. Back to the talk.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dedeh. What a great line to close your speech. Yes, I can relate with you sometimes. Watching television in our family room become the tragedy, because yeah, our parents wanna watch the Sinetron, but we are as the younger wanna watch another what is it, another program. So I can relate with your story. I really appreciate how struggle you are in learning about English. Yeah, here you are now in the best place to enhance your leadership skill and public speaking. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Dedeh. Please give applause to Toastmaster Dedeh as our first speaker, our impromptu first speaker. Thank you so much. And let's move on to another speaker. We are here. Let's go with the Toastmaster Leony. Toastmaster Leony will deliver her speech. But before that, I will call her evaluator, which is my fellow from Bali, along the way from Bali. Let's please welcome Toastmaster Agung. So Toastmaster Agung, the screen is yours.
Pardon, Toastmaster Agung, before you continue, Toastmaster Arif, timer, can you please raise your hand so we can see you at the top left?
All right.
All right. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Agung.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ishraki and Toastmaster Alvin. Yeah, I am the evaluator of Toastmaster Leony. So she will deliver a speech for her project. The project is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. So this project is for her to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Before before this, I already asked Leony which one you would like to focus. She like to focus on the vocal variety. So without further ado, let's all welcome Toastmaster Leony with the speech title, Confessions of a Nervous Speaker. Confessions of a Nervous Speaker, Leony Octavia.
Engaging humor. That is my pathway. But I want to give a little bit of a precaution, because if you think that this speech is going to be funny, please lower your expectation to its minimum. Okay, lower, lower, and lower. Because first, I'm going to tell you about how I ended up choosing engaging humor. We all know that when we join Toastmasters, we have to choose our first pathway by logging into our Toastmasters account. And there's actually a quiz with a series of questions that could help you determine which pathway is the most suitable pathway for you. I didn't take that quiz. I was so confident that my little brain could choose its own pathway. And because my brain loves shortcuts, you know what I did? I just flipped through all the pathways and skimmed its curriculum, looking for the shortest one available. Because shortest curriculum means the easiest pathway, right? Wrong. My brain was so wrong on so many levels. And speaking of level, you know what actually awaits me now that I actually read my curriculum? On level 4, there is this title of The Power of Humor in an Impromptu Speech. What was that? I can't even do a regular table topic session right. That was crazy. And you know what else is crazy? Engaging humor pathway is always linked with becoming a stand-up comedian. I couldn't even stand up, like literally. If you haven't heard my previous speech, you probably didn't know that I have a disability. I'm actually using my wheelchair right now because I couldn't stand up. So actually, I have a question for you guys. If I eventually deliver a stand-up comedy while sitting down on my wheelchair, should I rename it into sit-down comedy? And what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat box. And actually, sitting down doesn't actually elevate my nervousness. I think one of the factors that contribute to our nervousness is the fact that we are too self-aware. Well, don't get me wrong. Self-awareness is very good, but too much of it, no. You know, for instance, have you ever heard a public speaker who has a beautiful voice? In our club, we have Toastmasters Donna. She has such beautiful voice. Her voice so soothing and calming. Her voice so smooth, just like butter. On the other hand, my voice is more like cooking oil that has been used and reused for like the 20th times. So that's why it sounds raspy and squeaky and not pleasant to hear. And that is exactly my point of too much self-awareness. It is not only unproductive, but it's also useless to try to compare ourselves with others and scrutinize ourselves like that. In psychology, there's actually this thing called the spotlight effect. It is when you are too focused on yourself and you think that everyone else is also having that laser focus on you. The truth is, they don't. I could say something that doesn't make sense in my speech right now, and nobody would actually remember this after this meeting, and nobody actually would remember this after my session. And because that is how human works. Their brain just don't want to much focusing on other people. And knowing that particular thing about the spotlight effect actually helped me ease my nervousness. Does it make it go away? Nope, not at all. I still have sweaty palms and an F1 race in my heart and a whole zoo in my stomach. Not just butterflies, a whole zoo. But you know what? This particular moment of discomfort made me realize something. It made me realize that I have made the right decision to choose engaging humor as my pathway. And you know why? Because this is exactly what I need of life, to practice the art of being comfortable with the feeling of discomfort. I hope it also reminds you as well that if you happen to be in an uncomfortable situation, don't take it as a bad sign. Take it as an opportunity for growth. I hope you have a happy morning throughout this whole weekend. My name is Leony. Back to you, Toastmasters of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Leony. What a dark in the beginning. Since stand-up comedy become a sit-down comedy. I don't, I can't imagine what should I respond it, but yeah, I guess you should to try the stand-up comedy gigs, I guess. Since Toastmaster Vicky already tried, right? Toastmaster Alvin. Maybe soon Toastmaster Leony can give a try the stand-up comedy gigs. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Leony. We can learn a lot from your speech. You're totally awesome. I know it's not easy, but yeah, you can deal with that, and I engaging humor can be the way for you to express yourself. So congratulations and have fun on our Toastmaster journey. And let's move on to the fourth speaker for tonight, which is Toastmaster Ivonne. But before that, I will call her evaluator from Jakarta Motivator, Toastmaster Yusuf, to introduce Toastmaster Ivonne. So Toastmaster Yusuf, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Also that meeting. Yvonne has chosen strategic relationship pathway. This path helps the speaker to build skills as leader in communication. This path focuses on understanding diversity, building personal and or professional connection with a variety of people, and developing public relations strategy. On this gracious evening, she will deliver her level 3 elective project, Inspire Your Audience, with the theme, What Matters to You. Inspiring an audience is an important skill to develop. It takes a combination of expertise, self-confidence, and clear message that can motivate the audience. He will motivate you. And inspire, the audience needs to understand why they should be motivated. Yes, she may flip your opinion on something and inspire. Are you ready to inspire and flip your opinion, Toastmaster Yvonne?
Thank you. Thank you,
What matters to you, Toastmaster Yvonne? The screen is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, my IE useful, and thank you, Mr. Tom Rocky. Happy morning, everyone, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. A couple of years ago, one day, I was so excited to undertake my first volunteer assignment at my center. My role was in the kitchen, and I was responsibility for cutting the vegetable. To prepare the lunch for 10,000 entities. As we began to cutting the fruits, the vegetable, the radish, I believe Toastmaster Leony already put a picture on the chat for your reference. We begin cutting the radish. A lady approached me and said, "Hi, sister, what you are cutting is too big." A few minutes later, another sister came over and looked at what I finished the product and said, "Oh, sister, this is too small." I was wondering, and I replied to her, "Actually, I have been followed the sample provided." And after a while, the other sister approached me and remarked to me, "Sister, the radish are oval shaped, but what you have cut is too long." I was quite confused and wondering. So at that moment, I murmured to myself, "It looks all the same after cooking, and it looks the same after you have swallowed it." So it's in my mind, I wondering a lot. After the work was done, we gathered for dedication and self-examination. During our work, I raised my question. What my challenge I had faced during my work? The memorable reply, "Actually, volunteering is an opportunity to train your mind. It helps you to recognize your mind. How can you be a positivity? Then you will get out your affliction, and then you will really liberation for yourself." Fellow Toastmaster, this sweet sister gave me different situation about what I cut my radish. And what would you do if you are in my shoes? So now, can you guys guess what I am thinking now? I can share. Actually, it's so happy. I learned the way how to cut the radish, and I'm learning the 3 ways to cut the vegetable. That is good. It's a good thing. So I don't to think it is a bad thing for my original thinking about it. So fellow Toastmaster, I believe most of people have a lot struggling in life, but the important not the things happen to you. It is how react to it that matter. It's also my matter to react the all situation. We know the external situation is impermanence and it's happened day by day, even moment by moment. So we have to remember how I react to it to help me improve my emotional intelligence and help me become more stronger, wiser, and intelligent, and even resilient. Fellow Toastmaster, what matters to you? Is it internal realization or external situation? Back to you, Mr. Tong.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ivonne. Please give applause to Toastmaster Ivonne. Again, this is the diversity of Toastmasters, especially SCBD Toastmasters. We can flip from the jokes until the golden voice. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ivonne, for the golden voice session. You just inspire us tonight with your speech. So congratulations for doing your project. And let's move on to our next speaker, which is Toastmaster Adrian, our beloved Vice President membership. But before I call Toastmaster Adrian, I will call Toastmaster Alvin as his evaluator to introduce Toastmaster Adrian. So Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours.
Toastmaster Adrian, our beloved Vice President membership, will deliver a very interesting project, Understanding Conflict Resolution, as in his pathway, Persuasive Influence. The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Adrian to develop or enhance his understanding of the steps and strategies to address conflict. Very interesting. And the purpose of this speech is for Toastmaster Adrian to share some aspect of his experience learning about or resolving a conflict. Without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Adrian. Let's dance, Toastmaster Adrian.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
Yes.
Indeed.
Thank you. I would like to start my speech. Please be my guest. Who wants to volunteering? I have some question for you. It's about negotiation. Who wants to raise hand? Please be my guest.
Me, Donna.
Oh, sorry, Donna. I see Toastmaster Israki. Raise hand first.
All
So,
right.
Toastmaster Israki, how often do you think we come across negotiation?
Oh, really often, I guess.
In your mind, what's the negotiation is actually?
Negotiation is about how to find a win-win solution between two people so we can have the great deal.
I see. Great. Thank you, Toastmaster Israki. I cannot agree more with you. And I think we still have a time. Donna, would you want to try?
Encountering negotiation in life.
Yes. How often do you think we come across negotiation? How often?
Well, me myself, honestly, every day. So my potential clients, they set up time with me, and on the D-Day say, "Oh wait, I can't," and then I have to offer them another time. That's negotiating. It's so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Donna, for sharing your experience with us. So, in my mind, negotiating is whenever we think like this. Oh, I want he to do this. Whenever we think I want you to do this, or I want this decision to be happen because it's favorable for me. That's when negotiation happens. Even there is no big monetary amount in that, but I believe there is something we hold dear about that. We don't talking about 100 million rupiah negotiation now. It happens in our daily life, like Toastmaster Israki and Toastmaster Donna did. Talking to people is one thing, but having them readily accept what we have in mind is another thing. We and the other one across the table have something in mind. We have values, different values in that. But don't worry, I'll tell you that. The people across the table, I'll say a counterpart, also there's something to do with us. Because if there's nothing to do with us, we wouldn't have this discussion. So when there is a discussion, I have something for you and you must have something for me. Thinking like that. But how about our counterpart angry with us? He redirected this anger energy to us with high-pitched volume. How do you expect that our point would get through? Punch him? Slap him? I don't think so. I believe you already seen this countless times when anger never produce the good result and it impacts relationship to be bad. The residual thoughts about what already happens will not make our relationship last. So here's the thing. There are several steps when you are ready to negotiate with someone. The first one, make sure that we are in the same wavelength. Looking at our case before, when someone angry with us with high tone voice, this is the technique. I'll call this late night DJ FM voice. Slow down your deliveries and make it more deeper and smoother. Believe it or not, we as human beings love to mimicking something. What we see, what we hear. So when we slow down our tone, he will be ready to accept what, at least ready to hear about what we want to say. The second one, if we already have the situation, the second one would be make ourselves favorable. What I mean is we can make ourselves make more value in the eyes of our counterpart. We can label him. We can observe their body language, their tone. Labeling. It sounds like you're angry with something. Let me help you. Making ourselves favorable. And the third one, let's dance. After our process in the second, we have already all of our points already in the table. So the third one would be push and pull between us. So my fellow Toastmaster and distinct guests, when we want something, actually, we are already in loss. What I mean is we lost in our opportunity cost, right? It's the kind of making something that cannot be happen because we do nothing. Moving forward, confront it. I believe by this, we all can achieve at least closer of what we want. Lose by doing nothing, or grasp the best possibility by confronting the counterpart, not avoiding it. So if our path intersects someday, let's dance in our discussion. Thank you. Back to you.
What a great insight about negotiation from our Vice President membership, Toastmaster Adrian. Maybe this is the way that you use to attract our member, right? I guess it.
Yeah, by
Maybe.
making them dance.
All right, making this together in the club. So,
I hope so.
thank you so much, Toastmaster Adrian, for your inspiring speech. By that, I have the new recipient how to deal with the, let's say, in my life to the media, since now I work for the partnership. So thank you so much for that. And let's move on to another speaker. Yes, we have a lot of speakers tonight. So for the next speaker, I will call Toastmaster Salma. But before that, I will call our Mr. President as Toastmaster Salma Evaluator. So please, Toastmaster Andika, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Tom. Can I check whether I'm audible?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
you are.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to have a persuasive influence type of speech. It will be delivered by Toastmaster Salma Sutana. She is completing level 4, elective 1. The purpose of this project is to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session, and to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. Salma Sutana, getting to know impact-driven business. Getting to know impact-driven business, Salma Sutana.
Thank you for the introduction to Master Andika. Please let me share my screen. Can you see it clearly? Or is it too small?
It's a little bit tall.
Oh, okay. Now, is it
Much
okay?
better.
Right. Thank you. So, happy morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today, I'm honored to address you on a topic that has the power to transform societies and make a profound impact on our world. It is impact-driven business. Over the first 8 minutes, I will delve into the essence of impact-driven business and how it serves as a beacon of hope for addressing some of our most pressing social and environmental challenge. And the last 7 minutes, I will let you ask questions if you have. You can ask via chat box or you can ask to me directly. Hello, Toastmasters. Have you ever walked barefoot? Or you can imagine walking barefoot on a blazing hot road or on soil covered in dirt. How would you feel? It's really hot. The sun's scorching rays can burn your feet, making every step hurt a lot. And it's painful. On a rough, bumpy ground like rocky soil, you might feel sharp things poking your feet, causing pain and discomfort. Now consider this. Most of us have the luxury of owning more than one pair of shoes. We wear them not just for fashion, but to keep our feet safe and comfortable as we move around. I believe each one of us has more than one pair of shoes. But did you know that about 300 million people worldwide can afford even one pair of shoes? Beyond just protecting our feet, shoes are often needed for school or work uniforms. And without shoes, it is very much harder for kids to get an education or for adults to support their families. And that is the issue that Blake Maykowski wants to solve through his social enterprise called TOMS. TOMS has a philanthropic business model called Buy One, Give One. And under this model, when a customer purchases a pair of shoes to a child in need. So, this initiative was launched with the goal of addressing the lack of proper footwear in many impoverished regions in the world. TOMS is an example of an impact-driven business, and it's also called a social enterprise. But what is social enterprise really means? Social enterprise is a business that not only care about maximizing profits, but also care to generate positive impact on society. One of the fundamental aspects of social enterprise is the impact that they want to make through the activities in their business. So these entrepreneurs are not just concerned about maximizing profits, but they also dedicate to create positive outcomes. And the success measure is not only by financial terms, but also the positive change they bring in society. And why is this social entrepreneurship important? It is because of three things. The first one is addressing inequality. In an age marked by growing income inequality and social disparities, social entrepreneurs are bridging the gap. They provide alternative solutions to problems such as poverty, lack of healthcare, or even lack of clean water. And second, environmental sustainability. Our planet faces numerous environmental challenges. Climate change is a danger for all of us, and social entrepreneurs are pioneers to develop sustainable practice and technologies that can help us be better to care for our environment. And the third is the empowerment. Social entrepreneurs empowers individuals and communities to take control of their own destinies. It encourages self-reliance and autonomy rather than dependency on the charity. And is there any social enterprise in Indonesia? The answer is yes, there are. And I would like to tell you a story about one of good social enterprise in Indonesia. It is called Komodo Water. Komodo Water focus on giving access of clean water with sustainable and clean technology. They located in Labuan Bajo, East Nusa Tenggara, Indonesia. So in Labuan Bajo, there is an ice problems in the coastal rural areas. The fishery production there can reach up to 182,000 and 350 ton per year. It is very much, and it's very potential for generating income to the area. Unfortunately, the supply of ice blocks for cold chains in the off-grid locations are only account for 20% of demand. It means that the fishermen in the Labuan Bajo needs more supply of ice blocks. And the fishermen need ice blocks to make the fish last longer. And they need to go to mainland to get ice supply, which create more cost for them. And also, the ice blocks that are sold before actually can be harmful to the ocean. And this condition leads to degrading the fish value, force them to sell dried fish because they cannot put the fish in a longer duration. They need to sell the dried fish, and the value of the fish is decreasing. And also there is a problem of lack of clean water supply. 25% households in East Nusa Tenggara have lack of access to proper and sustainable clean water source services. They need to walk for a long time in order to get a clean water. It's really a stark difference where we in the city can easily access clean water supply from our tap. And also there is the danger of single-use plastic. So more than 3,000 single-use plastic bags polluted the ocean water every day. And Komodo Water solve all of these issues by creating first the water well drilling. They have some kind of technology that is able to have a clean water supply, and they have a solar water pump because it is quite hard to have an electricity in East Nusa Tenggara. They have a water pumps powered by solar. So, and they also have a reverse osmosis technology to to create a clean water and filter the water so that the communities in there can drink it safely. And they also create an integrated water management solutions for all of this in order to overcome the problems of lack of clean water supply. And currently they operate in 3 main islands in Papagarang and also in aside from Labuan Bajo, they also operate in Papagarang Island, in the Bari village and Kawa village. These are the pictures of the technology, and as you can see, they also provide ice block machine so that the demand of ice supply from the fishermen can be fulfilled, and also they can minimize the use of single-use plastic because the ice produced in the ice block machine are not using single-use plastic. The impact, more than 3,500 people from 9 villages can be able to have clean water supply, that creating 8 jobs for local community, and avoid 1.7 ton single-use plastic waste, and also decrease the fuel consumption and avoid CO2 emission. So what they do is really beneficial for the society, and they are not only rely on charity, so the clean water supply is sold to the communities, and that's how they gain the revenue. In that way, they can be more sustainable, both in business and also both in business and also in the positive outcome of the society. So to close my speech, I would like to deliver a quote. There could be no definition of a successful life that does not include service to others. So that is that I can share about impact-driven business or a social enterprise. Do you have any question about impact-driven business or something else related to my speech? Please feel free to put your hands up or type it in. Yes, sure, Donna.
Okay. Hello, Tessa Salma.
Hello.
Thank you so much for sharing with us about Komodo Water, and I'm glad that they're doing their good work in East Nusa Tenggara. I think I'd like to ask about the aquifer and digging wells. So since I'm from Jakarta, right, and I'm very lucky to have clean water in South Jakarta, but our friends in the north don't have that anymore. Their water is brackish. How long will it take until the region runs out of water? Because they're gonna have the same problem as us. Thank you.
Sorry, Pastor Dora, could you repeat your question again? How long? What is how long about?
Okay, so do you guys know what the capacity of the aquifer is? Because like Jakarta has run out of is running out of clean water, right? Groundwater. Like what's the capacity of the groundwater in the area? Thank you. And like how long will it last? Like how many years?
Okay. So this is a quite technical question. Thank you for your question, Toastmaster Dona. So honestly, I currently have no data about the ground area in the location of East Nusa Tenggara. Maybe I can look it up on the internet later and share it to you after this session. And for the capacity of the water pump in the area, actually the technology can last for up to 5 until 10 years, and they need to be maintained regularly so that the machine can have a good performance in looking for a clean water supply in the areas, because in the area there are some kind of things that could be maintained for the machine, such as the cleanliness and the filter of the machine, and also for the people who are maintaining the machine, they are giving a special training so that it can be maintained regularly by local people, not only from people from Komodo Water. I hope it answers your question, Toastmasters Dona.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Thank you. So Toastmaster, next question, Toastmaster Adrian, I saw that you raised your hand. Do you have any question?
Yeah, I have a question about how actively this local activities now, local initiative. I mean, how active this activists, I would say, looking out for someone or in somewhere that is lack of electricity, clean water, and so on. I would like to know how active the initiative from external parties is.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Adrian, for the question. It's an interesting question about the activeness of the people who are empowering the areas. I would like to say that they are really care about the lives of the livelihood people there, because first, why is it so? First, because they have this kind of technology, and they uh, they they have this adaptation, so to put the installation of machine in the area by looking at the environment. As you can see, there is this water pump. Usually the water pump would use electricity, like maybe what we usually use in the city, but since it will be installed in a village, in a remote area, the access to the electricity is quite difficult there. That's why they put the solar energy to energize the water pump. So I think they think the needs of the societies very carefully. And besides that, the people there not only want to install and then leave, but they also empower local communities about the education of the importance of accessing clean water, about the impacts of bad water to their environment, and also for people who operate the machine, people who are selling the ice blocks and also the clean water are coming from the local communities. So they are being trained, they are giving an opportunity to get a job. So I would say the activeness are quite very active in the community.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster. So,
All right. Is there any other question? Oh, okay. Since I have received that since there is no other question that are arise, I would like to say thank you so much for listening to my speech. I hope it inspire us to be a better person so that we can give more positive outcomes to the society. Thank you.
All right, let's give applause to Toastmaster Salman. Thank you so much for giving us the insight of the social enterprise. We are here to learn a lot from your speech about the social enterprise and some issues in Indonesia. Thank you so much for that. And let's move on. I can say this is the headliner of tonight. Our new member, Toastmaster Raya, will deliver her icebreaker speech. But before that, I will call her evaluator, which is Toastmaster Genison, to introduce Toastmaster Raya. Toastmaster Genison, the screen is yours.
Toastmasters Raya, the purpose of this project is for you to introduce yourself to the club with a 4 to 6 minute speech. We are very excited for you to be delivering this speech, and we want to see you succeed, and you definitely will succeed. With Toastmasters Raya's title, Little Women with Big Curiosity. Have fun.
Am I audible?
yes, you are.
You're audible, but we
Right.
cannot see you.
Yes. Can we see you, please? Okay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Genison. Speech for level 1, project 1 with presentation mastery as the pathway. Good to see you, everyone. If we can just see each other from the screen. Hi, I'm Raya. I'm newcomer here, and I'm also a little woman. Speaking of little woman, I think it is just my confession actually, because I just got inspired from my favorite movie named Little Woman, the movie based on novel and one of the Oscar nominee. I think everyone, especially women, should watch it once in your life. It is just trivia, but let me give some facts about me, why I confess as a little woman. First, I'm just around 150 centimeters, and it is below average height of Indonesian woman, right? It should be 155 centimeters, and I'm just 153 centimeters. My weight is also below 50 kilograms. It is just 45 for now. It looks like I did not grow up anymore from I am in senior high school. So I am really mean to say that I'm little. In school era, I'm just smile and accept it if some of my friends call me minion, hobbit, and bocil. Dibocilkan oleh tinggi badan, didewasakan oleh keadaan. That word was so really fit to me. Anyway, time goes on. After I graduated from engineering, now the little woman works in company that in line with her degree, automation industry exactly.
Yeah, I'm a junior engineer. I will maintain and repair the machine in the site. Get surprised to know that? I don't think so. But many customers get surprised when they see me and also my partner go to the site, breaking the stereotype that the engineer would be a man that big and tall. So the diversity is one of the campaign that arise in my company. Diversity drives innovation. When we limit who can contribute, we in turn limit what problems we can solve. The company forced me understand a lot English, started from the module that I learned, and even my boss and partner that come from another country. So yeah, because of that, I want to join this wonderful community, SCBD Toastmaster, to improve my English, especially in speaking. I also work in Jakarta. That also one of the reason why I joined this community. At the first time, I'm not really sure to join this community because I rarely speak English, especially in front of a lot of people. But I changed my mind and tried to join the meeting as a guest. And turns out I can see the chance to improve my English here without spending a lot of money. Because I have already researched and found in one of the famous English course, I have to pay 18 billion per 6 months. Even they say if I pay it early, I will pay just 16 billions. But it is still expensive, isn't it? Then I found my Toastmasters. It is only around 950,000 rupiah per 6 months. Way cheaper. And I think it is not about where do you learn English, but the important thing is you should surround yourself with English. Finally, I can say that I am a little woman that living her life as an engineer and now joining this SCBD Toastmaster to get more familiarized with English, which is supported by lovely and supportive mentor, also member in this community. And the important is way cheaper. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Ishraki.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Raya. Please give applause to Toastmaster Raya and welcome home.
Yay!
You are in the best home in this town.
Yay! Good job,
Toastmasters.
Raya.
Ooh.
Good job.
And good luck for your long journey. And thank you so
Little
much for choosing SCBD Toastmasters as your home to improve your leadership and public speaking. So yeah, that's the rest of the prepared speech speakers. Can you imagine 6 speakers in one night? It's really rare moment in SCBD Toastmasters. It's not a speakathon because we still have double topic session. So before we move to double topic session, I will call our timer to give the report. So Toastmaster Arif, please explain your report about the time. The screen is yours.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy to become timer for this opportunity. And
We can't hear you that well. Can you increase your volume, please?
hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, just the volume. Thank you.
Can you see my screen? Am I audible and my screen visible?
Your screen is visible.
Congratulations for all the speakers and this occasion. All the speakers are eligible, but sorry for Toastmaster Ivonne, you passed the 6 second, and for this opportunity, you're not eligible, but you can improve for the next Toastmaster meeting. That's all from the timer report. Back to you, our Tom. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Arif, as our timer. So to our ballot hunter, please prepare the link and share it on the chat box. Toastmaster Disney, are you there?
Okay, Tom. Wait a minute.
All right. While we are waiting the link from the calendar, how was the meeting so far? Maybe some guests are visiting those.
Point of order, voting will be done concurrently, please. Thank you. We're gonna go on to
Sorry
the
for
next
the-
part. Concurrent?
All right. So, Toastmaster Donna, as our TP, already gave the comment. So let's move on to the topic session. Will be led by Toastmaster Aldi. So Toastmaster Aldi, it's great.
Okay, happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Yeah, happy morning. And I'm librarian here. Would like to host the table topic session. And when today is the World Literacy Day, when is the Workbook Day? It's a different day, by the way. Let me share the screen. Anybody know? So, happy World Literacy Day for today. And the Workbook Day is 23 April, and it's different with World Literacy Day. And we have, I have 5 topics for today's meeting, at least 5 choices. But who wants to try for the first? Anyone, any volunteer wants to participate in today's?
I'd like to call. Okay.
Okay, or Tom, let's choose one number.
All right. I will choose number 1.
Okay, number 1. This is about financial literacy. Please,
It's not really me.
persuade people to avoid debt collector. Okay.
Persuade people to avoid debt collectors. All right. Persuade people to avoid debt collectors. Can you imagine your life will be peaceful without any distraction, even though you're financial? Like live a life with the healthy financial is our dream, right? So I want all of you to be help on the financial by avoiding such as, let's say, Shopee Pay Later, GoPay Pay Later, and another Pay Later, because by that you just ruin yourself. By that you just add more your problem in your life. Why? Because debt collector is everywhere. Debt collector will come to you and make your life not really peaceful as you want. I think that's all. Back to you, Table Topic Masters.
All right. Thank you for our Tom. So, who's next? Let's see about our guest Rahmat, guest Carol, guest Husna. Oh, guest Husna, are you there? Oh, guest Juan here. Do you want to choose one number instead of number 1?
Wait. Yes, I just come in. Okay, which number that is not being taken?
Only number 1.
Only number 1, yeah. Yes, number 1.
Oh, instead number 1. Other than 1.
Oh,
other than number 1.
Other than number 1. Number 3.
Okay, number 3. This is about scientific literacy. Convince people that we need to prepare for disasters due to our location in the ring of fire.
convince people that we need to prepare for disasters due to our location. Ring of fire means in near of the volcano. The disaster is the volcano eruption. Yes. So yeah, in order to convince the people that who live in near the volcano mountains, I think I need to maybe before the volcanic eruption, I need to warn all the people who live near or live under the mountain, under the volcano, to prepare themselves to migrate to another place safer than just do nothing in the, because it is an urgent situation from because the volcanic eruption most likely will be happening anytime soon, and I think I think I will coordinate with the like local what is it, the local leader, the local I don't know. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your nice try, and at least I still have one guess or one.
Hi, I think time's up.
Okay, time is up. Okay, thank you. Back to the Tom.
All right, thank you so much, our double topic masters, Toastmaster Ali. What a challenging topic, even though for me, because since I got the and again in Toastmasters, it's okay to make a mistake, so we can learn from the mistake together. And I guess before we move to evaluation session, how if we have the time to give the report from the timer and then ballot counter, and then after that, please take a picture together to make it your face will be forever in our social media. So for that, I'll call our timer to give the report and ballot counter to prepare the link for the vote. Toastmaster Arif, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Israki. All the table topic speaker are eligible for this meeting. So congratulations to Toastmaster Israki and soon Toastmaster Jiwa. You are eligible. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arif, for the report. Please, Toastmaster Gusti, as our ballot counter, to prepare the link. While we are waiting for the link, let's start to have the photo session. And I will give the control to our lovely SAA to take a picture. Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours.
All right, thank you so much. Please, everyone, turn on your video. Guess Hanin Detail, guess Rahmat, guess Husna, Toastmaster Uyun, Toastmaster, we have Toastmaster Garda, Toastmaster Nanda, Carol. All right. Thank you so much for coming to SCBD. Take a picture. We'll start so very soon. Will be 2 photos. The first one. 3, 2, 1. Jabra. All right. The second photo should be wilder. If it is not wild enough, I will repeat. All right. Put your best expression. All right. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Done. Back. Mas Tom.
All right, sorry. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin, as our lovely SAA to take a picture while So let's move on to another page. This is the session of the evaluation. So I will give the control to our GE Toastmaster Rahmania. Toastmaster Rahmania, the screen is yours.
Thank you, our Tom, for giving the control to me. And this is the last session, evaluation session. Here we will hear the feedback from the evaluators, and my team also report the evaluation from the whole session. But first, we will hear the evaluation from evaluator speakers. And with that, let's start the evaluation of Toastmaster Dedeh speech that evaluated by Toastmaster Apri from Malang Toastmasters Club. So Toastmaster Apri, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. And first thing first, I would like to congratulations to Toastmaster Dedeh by finishing your vocal variety and body language project. And you share about your journey on how to learn English. It also really relatable for me because I also have some kind of experience that it's really hard for me to find environment that really helped me to improve my English until I found a Toastmaster community. Now I will give you two recommendations. Oh yeah. Speech. First is you use a vocal variety and also body language in your speech, which is make this project it can nail for your project objective and also use a lot of dialogue in your personal story to make your speech so entertaining to watch. And if I have opportunity to watch your speech over and over again, your speech is so entertaining. The second, you have a really good structure. You have from the opening, body, and closing that make your story easy to follow for me. Now, I will give you two also recommendation. The first is, in my humble opinion, that your delivery is a little bit rushed. Probably you can try to use a better pace and pause to make your speech easy to discuss. For example, instead of using a fast pace, like in my family, there is no one can speak English. You can use a slow pace, like in my family, there is no one can speak English. So that's your speak can be more easy to discuss to the audience. And the second is I noticed you use a visual aid in the beginning. Probably you can use it also in the middle of your speech. For example, when you have fight the remote with your mom, you can use your phone act as a remote so that you can create more body language to make your speech more engaging. And to challenge yourself, you can use a question in the beginning as a hook to make audience to build a connection to the audience. For example, you have a question like raise your hand if you have a difficulty learn English. You can from that you have make a connection to the audience. Overall, I really like your delivery, especially for vocal variety and body language. Also, you have a really good structure. And I believe with improvement of a better pace and also use more visual aid in your speech can be more entertaining and captivating. I think that's all for me. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Apri. And thank you, Toastmaster Dedeh, for hearing Toastmaster Apri's feedback. Hopefully, all audience here can get the evaluation for learn to us also. So let's hear the evaluation from Toastmaster Agung to evaluate Toastmaster Leony's speech. Thank Toastmaster Agung.
Thank you so much, Madam GE. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you first now. Did anyone see Leony nervous or stuttering when doing the speech? Please shout out.
No.
No. No. Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Alvin. That is the first point. She was not nervous because of these points. First, clarity. Then the second one is the volume. Clarity. Toastmaster Leony, most of the words were spelled clearly and you delivered it with a poise so that the message, so that the audience could understand the message you wanted to convey. That is the plus point number one. And then the second one is the volume. It was not too loud and also not too soft. For example, I particularly like when you try to play your voice when you said, I'm looking like this. I'm looking for the shortest curriculum. At that time, at that moment, you soften your voice and then you try to grasp the audience attention when you made humor, right? So it is a good second point. And then in order for you to make your speech even better, so flip to the better one. First, still about the clarity. I did mention that I could grasp your message, your words as well. But sometimes I need to think twice if that the correct one, the meaning, or I heard another thing, another word. So it could create ambiguity. So maybe you like to project your voice into the microphone or to the computer so that your voice is very easy to grasp, right? And then the second one is about the volume, your volume. Yeah, it's not too soft, not too loud, but you may want to play along with your voice in a daring way. For instance, when you said, Donna's voice is so beautiful. On the other hand, just say that maybe you like to put a stress, so raise your voice to increase your voice like this. Donna's voice is too beautiful. On the other hand, when you hear me, something that's when on the other hand you put the stress, you can put the stress on each word, so it will make an impact in your speech. I think that's what I want to say to you about the improvement. But the challenge here, because I mentioned that you wanted to focus on the vocal variety, so maybe next time you wanted to challenge yourself to try the body language, because I saw in your previous projects that you never stood up or you never showed your free hands like this. Yeah, so I think congratulations, Toastmaster Leony. Please keep it up and I will be waiting on your next project. Back to you, Toastmaster Nia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung, for giving such a constructive feedback to Toastmaster Leony's speech. And let's hear the evaluation from Toastmaster Yusuf that will be evaluating Toastmaster Ivonne's project. Toastmaster Yusuf, the screen is yours.
Hello. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ivonne, for finishing the project. I will give the evaluation on two parts. The first one about the content and the second part about the delivery. About the content, I don't know, but Ivonne succeeded, made me hungry by her story about food preparation. Yvonne succeeded in delivering the speech on inspiring about volunteering. But not only that, Yvonne taught us about something that it is downer actually, that she got criticized by her peers during the voluntary session. But she gave us the positive point of getting criticized, that she flipped it into something that will be useful in the future. And I don't know about you, but I feel inspired by Toastmaster Yvonne. Congratulations. On other part, I will comment about her delivery. Somehow I see or heard that she don't use various tone or intonation on stressing important part of the speech. It is important, by the way, that you use various intonation, various tone for the speech. And also, you can use the various or using facial expression and sing to the camera directly as you are going to inspire us. After all, it will convince us more as the project is to inspire, right? But however, congratulations, the content is really, really good. And I am waiting for your next craft and be inspired by Toastmaster Yvonne. That's it for me. Thank you. Back to G.
Thank you. Please give round of applause to Toastmaster Yusuf. Thank you for your feedback to Toastmaster Yvonne. Hope you can learn also from your feedbacks. Next, we will hear the evaluation from Toastmaster Alvin to evaluate Toastmaster Adrian's project. Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours.
It's always nice to learn about interpersonal skills, negotiation. Toastmaster Adrian shared us precisely how to face negotiation. He started with a creative opening, engage with the audience. He called Ishraki, he called Donna. This is very useful. At least you can have their attention. And I believe the audience, when they are looking Raki and Donna called to the stage, they will be more ready to enjoy your speech. And one of Adrian's trademark, smiling. He never forget this. This makes the speech looks easy and feels so casual. That's why I enjoy your speech, Toastmaster Adrian. Creative opening, engaging, smiling. Then let's see what can he do better. Despite invite you to use your anger face. When you play the scene as the angry one, this will enhance your point. It feels more real. Well, to increase your awareness, maybe watching some anime will help. Some scene like, Nani? One thing that I missed throughout the 3 tips given by you is the actual experience. The reason why, for every advice we hear, we need the validation. How is your experience on applying the tips? The good thing about bringing example is you can also share how not to do the labeling or the negotiation tips, for example. Hopefully, if you add this, it can become a complete idea of that tips. And to challenge you, the title is Let's Dance. Yet, I didn't see any dance from the beginning, in the beginning. What if you use it as part of your opening? And to challenge you, let's do some flip to embrace your dance. Back to you, Toastmaster Nia.
Thank you for the fun evaluation and inspiring feedback to Toastmaster Adrian Toastmaster Alvin. So let's hear another feedback from Toastmaster Andika that will evaluate Toastmaster Salma's project. Toastmaster Andika, the screen is yours.
People say women need certainty. Wrong. People prefer certainty. And that is what Toastmaster Salma did to us. She sets the expectation. She described the structure. For the first part, I will share about, and for the second part, I will address your question and I will answer your question. So that's a very good beginning. And your project is about delivering an informative speech. And guess what? You displayed the data. For example, the fishery production, 182,035 ton per year. And then you also put the source of data, BPS 2020. For an informative speaker, data is very essential so that people will see your credibility. And when you take the question from the audience, you rephrase the question first. For example, Toastmaster Adrian, that's an interesting question about the activeness. And then you close it. Does it answer your question? So it is very important to make sure that your audience question is addressed, because sometimes speakers can think differently from what the audience think. And I really appreciate your candor when you answered Toastmaster Dana's question. Oh, this is a technical question. I don't have the data now. I think it's very good because you don't have to bluff. If we as speakers, we don't have the data, we tell them with the data. But then we can also add, I will get back to you on the exact data. So for your improvement, I would suggest 3 things. First, in the first 30 seconds, you jumbled around to show the slide. Actually, this is very crucial time. The audience is flipping a coin whether to listen to you or to do something else. So if you can easily capture their attention by ensuring your slide is on, or maybe you can find another way to get their attention, that would be great. For example, is there anyone here? So you throw questions, that is also good. And the second one, when the Q&A session is almost over, you said, do you have any at the beginning, you said, do you have any question related to social entrepreneurship or related to my slides? I think the question can be shortened. So anyone, I will take your question about social entrepreneurship. Alone, I think your Q&A session, I would say this opportunity really enriched your experience, and I would love to see you facilitate longer session on another topic. Good job, Toastmaster Sam.
Wow, nice feedback from Toastmaster Andika to Toastmaster Salma's project. Hopefully we can learn also from his feedback. And last but not least, our evaluator, the last evaluator is Toastmaster Genison. He will evaluate Toastmaster Raya's speech project. So let's hear from Toastmaster Genison. Toastmaster Genison, the screen is yours.
We'd love to see you.
Oh. let's see. Let's see from Raya first, okay? I think Raya already ready to hear Toastmaster Genisen.
Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator. Raya, I'm gonna tell you a secret. So come closer. I want to make sure you hear this because we were all, everyone in this Zoom, we were all once just like you. We were all once a beginner. We were all once just started in our journey. So that's why we could all relate to your story of starting out, being timid about it, not sure if this is the right way to go. But I assure you, everyone connects with you after hearing your icebreaker, your story, and your decision. So that's why I love your speech, is that it's very relatable and it's amplified by the second thing, which is how you talk. You talk like you are sharing to a friend, like you are casually telling us about your day with warmth, presence, and it's like your whole being is there for us. This makes us want to listen because you're not portraying yourself as an authority, but you portray yourself as vulnerable and you want to share. And about your point about Toastmasters, you are absolutely right. As some people here may know, the most successful investor in the world that the world has ever seen, Warren Buffett, mentioned that this $100 college course gave me the most important degree I have, and it's why I'm successful today. That course teaches English and public speaking. And that's why I agree with you. You're on the right place. Toastmasters is also $100, and it also teaches us to be better speakers. And if you want more proof, look around. In this Zoom meeting, our friends here, everyone here are our friends, and everyone here has accomplished their goal or on the process of doing so. From the start that I mentioned earlier to being a proficient English speaker, which is your goal. So we know a little woman today, but it's really amazing that you are already on the right track, Raya. And I want to remind you that sometimes we always look forward, that we forget to look back on how far we've come. And I want to thank you and congratulate you on how far you've come, because you're already part of us. And for one thing that will help you improve, we have someone here called Donna, which is our Vice President of Education. She will happily allocate you speech slots for the future for you to practice. But I'm sure it took you a lot of effort to come out of your shell, Raya, for you to write a speech and deliver it to us. And that's why we thank you. It's hard for you because we get to know a new friend, a little woman with big dreams that I am sure will definitely reach her dreams. Back to you.
Yay. Thank you, Toastmaster Genison, for giving the feedback to Toastmaster Raya. And so we can learn to your feedback too. Thank you. And right now I will hear the report from timer. Please, Toastmaster Arif. Toastmaster Arif, the screen is yours. Oh.
Yes, thank you all the evaluators who have been served constructive feedback for us and for this meeting, Toastmaster Apri, Toastmaster Agung, Toastmaster Yusuf, Toastmaster Alvin, and Toastmaster Andika are eligible for the Evaluator. For Toastmaster Gedison, you can improve for the next Evaluator session. That's all from me. Timer report back to you, Toastmaster Nia. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Ari, for sharing the report. So now it's time to cast the vote. Toastmaster Gusti will encourage us to vote. Hello, Toastmaster Gusti.
Yeah, please
Okay.
everyone use the new link because technical issue, we have to create a new one.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Gusti, for informing us. So please, everyone, vote for the best speakers, evaluators, the link on the chat box. I encourage you to vote. So everyone, are you alive? Please give thumbs up because we are online. I don't know if you are sleepy or not. So please have enjoyed this session. We still have another report. So we will hear the report from the grammarian. Please, Sister Donna, the screen is yours.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy morning. Oh, I am here. Thank you, Mr. SIAR spotter. My name is Donna, and I am your grammarian here tonight. I am here to know your wonderful quotes as well as usages in the English language that could be better. I am here to share my screen. There we go. Okay. So our word of the day is flip, based on our theme to turn over with some quick movement. Just gonna go straight to the quotes from our prepared speakers. So Senator Dedeh said, because I have a strong motivation to learn English, I stopped listening to my crab mentality coworkers. That's really sweet and really strong-minded of you. We really appreciate that. Thank you for being here with us. You're a wonderful part of this team. And Toastmaster Leony said, not just butterflies. I have a whole zoo in my stomach. What does that mean? So butterflies in your stomach means that you're so nervous that sometimes people feel that tingly feeling. It feels like butterfly wings are like touching upon your stomach. And she says she has a whole zoo. So like she's that nervous that like, it feels like it's all over the place. So thank you to Toastmaster Leony for introducing us to that idiom. Okay, Toastmaster Yvonne with her metaphors with radishes. How can you recognize your mind? Can you guess what I'm thinking? Very deep and poetic. Thank you. And tips from our negotiation king, Toastmaster Adrian. First, be in the same wavelength. If they know that you hear them, they'll hear you better. Speak lower and slower because it provides charisma. Make ourselves favorable, have something to offer. And lastly, enjoy the process. Let's dance. And take your chance. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I misattributed the quote. It's our beloved new member, Toastmaster Raya, and Toastmaster Salma. We love you too. Toastmaster Raya said in Indonesian, tiny by birth, raised by circumstances, just like your girl. Your girl is only 153. So, areas of improvement. Into the 3 parts I heard. We don't need to point exact 3 parts, so just say into 3 parts, no need for the article. Second, if we can't success, you can't. So here, if you take a look at this, the word success is a noun and the word successful is an adjective. If you want to say an adjective, you need it to be first before you list it. So if we can't be successful, adjective. And next we have the word pocket for pocket money. So the pockets are the places that you put stuff in your clothes, but pocket money is what your mama gives you. And next, I want this decision to be happen. So both be and happen are verbs. We don't need the be anymore. I want this decision to happen. Okay, concern about. It's just an Indonesian thing. It's hard to say the silent D's at the end, but it's different. The word concern is a noun, and the word concerned is an adjective. It's a feeling that we have, feeling worried. Concern is the worry. And I'm librarian. So jobs, all jobs are nouns. So you should say I am a librarian. And it's different day. You also need an article here. It's a different day. And lastly, she don't use. We're gonna use she did not use or she doesn't use instead to have a subject verb agreement between all parts of the sentence. So that will be it for me. Back to you, our journal evaluator.
Thank you, our grammarian, Mr. Donna, for such a quite detailed reports and very nice report from you. And right now, let's hear the report from and WOD counter, Toastmaster Sanjung. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Nia. Happy morning, everyone. I'm indeed happy for today. Splendid. Congratulations to all of the speakers because you speak fluently for all the session. And the prepared speech session, I find Toastmaster Dedeh, Toastmaster Leony, Toastmaster Ivonne, Toastmaster Adrian, Toastmaster Salma, and Toastmaster Raya has none say the filler words because all of you speak perfectly like a native speaker. And for the second table topic session, for both speaker are incredible as well, Toastmaster Raki and Toastmaster Yuan. And thank you for the evaluator in which I spot the word of the day from the evaluator for today. Correct me if I miss for other speakers that say the word of the day. Thank you to Toastmaster Agung, Toastmaster Yusuf, Toastmaster Alvin, and Toastmaster Andika who say our word of the day for today, flip. That's all the report from me as the and word of the day counter. I will give control back to Toastmaster Nia as General Evaluator.
Wow, thank you for such a report, Toastmaster Sanjung. So right now it's time for me to deliver my report. Firstly, I would like to thank you to all of you here for such a participation. Please give a round of applause to yourself, and I really appreciate that you are already here today, even though it is a near weekend or of already weekend, but you are here to learn with us. So thank you so much. And I saw that the session from the start, before the start, the SAA start the meeting really in time, not on time again, but in time. And then all the excos are there already ready to start the meeting, and the president opened the meeting and followed by the prepared speech session, even though the first speaker has the connection issue, but she kept telling us, communicate to us if there is a problem, so we can put her on the last, but it is not a worry things. We can continue the session, and I saw that our Tom also engaging the audience and already bring the meeting good as the MC. So thank you, our Toastmaster Ishraki. And then the next, I heard all the speakers also have the good topics and trying to perform their best. Congratulations to all of you, all the table topic speakers, even though only 2 speakers, because this is a full prepared speech for you to still have the table topic session. And then the evaluation session, the evaluators also did a great job. So congratulations to all of you. And for the improvement, maybe I will have the improvement from the timer. Maybe if you are hardly to say the detailed report, you can also put on the chat box. So you just say to us who is eligible or ineligible to be voted. And Toastmaster Gusti also, if the voting link is not ready, you can communicate to us so we can continue to the next session. So I think everyone already did their great job. If you have worries to managing this meeting, still you have to still calm down and just relax and just continue. We can improve better later. So it is great from all of you, and let's hear the happy morning session from SCBD in the next meeting. So everyone, good job. That is my report, and I will give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Ishrak.
All right, thank you so much, Madam GE Toastmaster Nia, the PPE of Ultimate Toastmaster Club. Thank you so much for helping us to become the General Evaluator, and congratulations to the rest of Toastmaster Nia Rangers. What a great evaluation, what a great feedback for all of us here. Again, Toastmaster is a long journey. It's all about how to learn together, how to improve our skills together. And maybe as the closing remark, due to this is the book day, if I don't mistaken, right? Because the theme is about book. Maybe as the closing remark, I would say, don't forget, please keep to read your book, because in our my religion, is about ikro and ikro. So don't forget to ikro your book, which is read, right? Don't forget to ikro your book, and yeah, let's grow together and glow together. I think that's all. I will give it back the control to our Mr. President. Toastmaster Anika, the screen is yours.
I believe it's a ballot counter.
Oh yeah, forget that is a Hall of Fame session. Toastmaster Gusti, please
Yes.
give your
All right. So
Hello,
good evening, good morning, everyone. So this time is the ballot counter announcement for Hall of Fame. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Wait. All right. For the most favorite prepared speech speaker belongs to Toastmaster Dedeh. Yay. Congratulations, Dedeh.
Kang Gusti, please put on slideshow so we can have a screenshot.
All right. Okay, I already put on the slideshow.
It doesn't change in our screen, Toastmaster Gusti.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, wait a minute. Yeah. How about now?
Ah.
All right, awesome.
Okay, Dedeh, please pause. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Dedeh.
All right, next for the most favorite table topic speaker belongs to Toastmaster Raki. Congratulations to you, Toastmaster Raki.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
All right,
finally.
congratulations, Rocky. Please pause.
Congratulations to myself.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Congratulations, Rocky.
Okay, thank you. Next, for the best evaluator belongs to most favorite evaluator goes to the Toastmaster Andika.
Yay,
Thank
Mr.
you.
President. Let's pause. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you. Congratulations, Toastmaster Andika.
All right, that's all the report for Holvin. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you. I think it will goes to me. Well, thank you so much for the energy for tonight, Toastmaster, and then also the distinguished guests. And I would love to thank our Division I Director, Toastmaster Alvin, and then Area Director I3, Toastmaster Raki, Area Director I4, Toastmaster Sanjung, and also all the visiting Toastmasters here and the distinguished guests for enlightening us the moment. And I would love to see also Toastmaster Sekar. Toastmaster Sekar, could you please unmute yourself and also make yourself visible?
Yes.
Okay, I still can't see you. Can you open your video?
Mm.
All right, so why would I say that? Because welcome to our club, new member Toastmaster Sekar. This is your inauguration, and welcome to our SCBD. And let's have a fun journey. And is my slide visible to you, Toastmaster Sekar?
Yes, I can see the slide.
Okay, great. Now I would love you to repeat what I say. I, in the presence of my fellow members of the SCBD Toastmasters Club,
I, in the presence of my fellow members of the SCBD Toastmaster Club,
make this firm obligation
make this firm obligation
to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment,
to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment,
to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program,
to apply myself to the project outlined in the Toastmasters education program,
to participate actively in club activities,
to participate actively in club activities,
to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner,
to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manners,
to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members,
to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members,
and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
Now, I would love for the existing members of SCBD Toastmasters Club to unmute yourself and make yourself visible and repeat after me. We, the members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, pledge
We, the
We, the
members
members
of
of the
SCBD Toastmasters
Toastmasters
Club,
Club pledge
to support you in your quest for self-development,
to
to
support
support
you in
you
your
in
quest
your
for self-development,
self-development,
to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations,
to
to
provide
provide
you
you
with
with
positive,
positive,
helpful
helpful
evaluations,
evaluations,
and to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
to
to
maintain a
maintain a
friendly,
friendly,
supportive
supportive
atmosphere,
Supportive atmosphere.
To give you opportunities to help others,
to give
to
you
give you
opportunities
opportunities to help
to help
others,
others,
and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
and to make
to
your
make your
Toastmasters
Toastmasters
membership
membership
a
rewarding
rewarding
and
and fulfilling
fulfilling
experience.
experience.
So everyone, please give round of applause for Toastmaster Sekar. Yay! Thank you so much. All right. So I also want to share with you a good news that our SCBD Toastmasters Club have reached 7 goals. And this is where we are qualified to be the Select Distinguished Awards. For those of you who are not familiar with this is one of the achievements that clubs or Toastmasters clubs achieve. And we are the first in the District 87 to reach 7 goals. Please congratulate ourselves.
Oops, oops, oops. Woohoo.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And I hope that we can meet each other every Friday at the same time, 6:55 GMT plus 7. And please do the best version of us. Without further ado, happy morning. And with the power of my tumbler, I adjourn this meeting. Thank you so much.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Thank you.
Flo.
Happy morning,
Thank
everyone.
you. So sorry I need to leave.